Hi, I'm John Bolton, National Security Advisor for the Trump administration. Thank you for joining me. This is my brand new series where I tell you all about my brand new book, This Russier Thing. Now I know it's all super confusing, okay? So sit back and listen while Papa John Bolton lays it all out for you. Now maybe some of you are shocked. Maybe some of you are angry. Maybe some of you feel absolutely nothing at all. It's okay. All feelings are safe here. This whole Russier Thing investigation really got started when Donald Trump fired crooked, lying old Jim Comey. Now, Jim Comey was wasting a bunch of time investigating useless ties to Russia and Trump. So Trump thinks to himself, this whole Russier thing is fake. I should just fire James Comey. Well, apparently the FBI said if you fire him, then maybe that means you were a double agent working for the Russians. That's so stupid. So because of that, there's an investigation. Jim Comey goes out and testifies in front of Congress about how he got fired. When he's there, he's like, oh, and I hope they have recordings of my conversations with Trump. What? Why? He claims that Trump asked for his pledging of allegiance. So what? It's his boss. I've pledged allegiance to every boss I've ever had. Does Trump know some mobsters? Sure. Trump knows some mobsters. He's a businessman with business ties to them. They're his clients. That's how it goes in New York City. You see, when Trump was little, his first job was going from laundromat to laundromat collecting coins. By the 80s, he had to start doing his own laundry in real estate. He was even helping other people do their laundry. It's no big deal. It's not a big deal. People get laundry help all the time. Now, this was around the same time that the Russians started to notice Donald Trump. He was hot. A beautiful man, and a very impressive builder of fancy buildings. The Russians were so interested in Donald Trump that they invited him to Russia. And they tried, but to no avail, to throw the old KGB textbook moves at Mr. Trump. If they thought that they were going to get the long con on Trump, well, then they don't know the Donald. Those dummies. And Trump, he's too smart for him. Too smart for him. Trump had been thinking over a presidential run since the mid-'80s, right around the time he started traveling to Russia. Trump saw how wonderful it was to travel around the world and be respected. So it seems at this point, it's been almost 40 years that Trump's been on the radar of Russia. And all the while, they've been trying to collect any tidbit of information on him that they can. They've been building some sort of a dossier on Trump full of compromise. So maybe Trump likes to get kisses from girls. Maybe he likes to get peed on. Probably not true. Look at Donald Trump, one of the best suntans this side of the Mississippi River. And you think that he needs girls to do favors? Nuh-uh. Anything he does is a favor to them. Well, it turns out the current leader of Russia, Vladimir Putin, is a very powerful man. He's worth over $200 billion. That's almost as much as Trump is worth. Believe it or not, in Russia, you're allowed to kill journalists. More than 70 journalists have been killed since the 1990s. You know, if we could kill journalists over here, we would have never had the problems with this Russier thing in the first place. Am I right? This concludes this episode of This Russier Thing. I really hope you enjoyed yourself and learned something great about our dear leader, Donald Trump. The most wonderful man in America, bar none. Now please continue to watch this series where I read over my book, This Russier Thing. If you want to learn more, it's really so simple, not complicated. Donald Trump is a wonderful man. When you really look at it, you'll realize there's nothing to see here. Just a wonderful man and a timeless American tale. Thanks for listening to Papa John Bolton.